I said real men like women, so they ain't the ones, they ain't talking that trash. But women, sisters, as I'm your pastor, can I talk? But it's sisters who refer to other women as petty. Men don't really call women petty because they don't even understand what that is. They put an R after P, and that's all they care about. Oh, she pretty. She pretty, though. I don't care about it. You see, men are so goofy in relationships that they tend not to really leave. We don't break up over details. If we buddies and we ride or die, if one of us don't speak to the other, we don't really trip over that. Now we trip over, we got other stuff we trip over, but we don't normally trip over that. That's not really our issue. But you see, the message that I send, if a sister dumps a sister because another sister said something hateful about her, that she didn't even go to the sister to ask her, is that really real or not? It says, I didn't ever like you to begin with. I was only with you for what I could get from you. Talk to me, somebody. When my sister loses her job, that ain't the time to leave her now. Now she can't pay for lunch no more. She can't pay for dinner no more. She ain't got that right now. Her husband just walked out on her, or her job closed up, and life has got real tough for her. And her kid, one of her children, is in jail and needs a lawyer. That's not the time to walk off from her, because if you leave now, you say, I never really did care about you, because if I love you, the time you need me is when I'm there. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? So don't let your sister feel like she's just a transaction. And understand this. Hear me now. Watch. You connect over transactions, but you stay because of commitment. So I'll give you some simple thoughts about transactions. Most relationships all start with some kind of transaction. So I like her. We got to be friends because she prayed for me. Prayer is a transaction, right? We got to be friends because we sat together in church. That's a transaction. We got to be friends because she's my sister-in-law and she's so cool. She got to be my friends because that's my cousin. We got to be friends because we ran into each other one day in Nordstrom's in the shoe place, and she liked them shoes, I liked them shoes. That's a transaction, right? So most relationships begin with Ruth's relationship with Naomi started with a transaction. Because the way she hooked up with Naomi was because Naomi had a cute son. Am I right? And so Ruth fell for the cute son. And so the son was the transaction that brought her into Naomi's life. And so while relationships begin with a transaction, but the only way for them to continue is that transactional becomes commitment. Are you hearing me? You see, can I tell you, sis, I want to be honest with you so that you don't trip. Because some of you won't make friends because friends have disappointed you. But can I tell you, in the larger scheme of things, Ruth, Naomi, and Orpah are probably a good mathematical equation. 50% of the women that for some transactional reason you hook up with are not going to be your friends in 2 years. Can I talk to grown women for a minute? Yeah. Grown women know that getting hurt by people is a way of life. Yeah. See, grown people know that you don't stop loving because of hurt. Because if you are, you might as well never love at all anyway. Because and grown women know that you can't really protect yourself from hurt. Because hurt will find you wanted. Talk to me, sisters. Hurt will crawl over the defense walls that you have put up and find you. Talk to me, sisters. Hurt will get through the filters that you have set up and find you. Why? Because God needs to know what kind of woman are you, because he doesn't know who you are till he sees who you are when you're hurt. Because who you are when you're hurt is who you really are. Oh, I know you don't cuss now because you ain't hurt. but do you cuss after you get hurt? I know you don't cut nobody when they nice, but do you pull the blade out when they mess up? Talk to me, somebody. I know that you're not a skilled marksman right now, but do you shoot when they mess up? We don't know what manner of woman you are until you endure pain, because pain brings out the real you. Pain makes you say stuff that you wouldn't normally say. Pain makes you act in ways you wouldn't normally act. And so when pain comes, it helps you understand who you are. So the women in your life that are transactional are used by the Holy Spirit to test you, to figure out what kind of person you really are. And can you really handle the big time blessing? Because if you're ready to cuss because she don't sit with you no more in church, you can't handle real covenant, nor can you handle the blessing that comes out of real covenant. But you got to raise yourself up, sis, where certain things don't move you anymore. And God will mess with you until, how long will God put me through that? Until it don't bother you no more. Until when she walks by, you don't trip, you don't freeze, you don't reflect back, you don't think about what she did 2 years ago. God will put you through it until it doesn't impact you in your emotion like it used to. And then once you get through the transactional, friend, God will give you a covenant friend. I wish I could find me some help in here. There are some of you that you have missed your covenant friend because you still hate your transactional friend. You're a Naomi that can't love Ruth because you're still mad at Orpah. And says, Orpah kissed me and dipped, then I ain't gonna even get close to you because I ain't gonna let you kiss me and dip. Preach, man. I ain't messing with you because last time, see, can I talk? Last time I got close to somebody at church. Can I help you with your propositional phrase? Your prepositional phrase? It don't matter whether it's at church, at the mall, at the job. People are people. I don't know why you think that makes it extra special or extra deep. Because it was a church. Last time I checked, everybody at church is human. Well, I expected more. You're crazy. I expect humans to be humans everywhere. Oh, so you expect humans to be human at the mall, but they superhuman at church. The sister you sitting beside, she's just a sinner with Jesus inside her.